Good evening, everyone, and good morning if you are following us from the US. So welcome to today's community college session. I hope you are all having a good day so far, and I hope you are safe and healthy. This is Emira, the Education USA advisor for Libya, and I'm glad to have with us today Mr. Wissam Abid from Snow College and Mr. Aouni Al-Karsan from Northern Illinois University. Our today's speakers will walk you through the community college's opportunities, requirements, advantages, and articulation agreements. So if you are a high school student, or if you graduated from high school and want to pursue your undergrad studies in the United States, prepare your questions and enjoy today's session. Now, before we turn it over to our speakers, I would like to start with a brief introduction about our network, which is Education USA. So who are we? And how can we help you? Education, so if you'd like, of course, to pursue your undergraduate or graduate studies in the United States, we are here to guide you from the first step until the last step. We are almost, sorry. So we are almost everywhere in the world. There are more than 430 advising centers in more than 170 countries. The good thing is that we offer free and biased and accurate information about anything you need to know, of course, related to studying in the United States. Now, how can we help you? We offer public info sessions. So in these sessions, you can learn more about the opportunities that we have for international students, and you can learn more information about the 5 steps to study in the United States. And feel free to suggest any idea you have that we can, hold a session for it. Number 2, we do some chat sessions with university representatives, just like today's session. And from these sessions, you can learn more about the programs offered by those universities. You can learn more details about scholarship opportunities, application process, and so on and so forth. And we also do some sessions with Libyan alumni who studied in the United States, and they, we host them and they share their experiences with you. And number 3, we hold free individual consultations. So if you want to start your application process, if you have some questions, or if you are a teacher or a professor or even a school counselor and need more details about applying for the US, feel free to reach out to me. These are my contact information, so you can send me a WhatsApp message or just send me an email here. And Education USA Libya is very active on social media, so you need to type Education USA Libya on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and even on YouTube, and you will find all of our updates and our previous sessions and videos. And the last slide here is, this is the official website of Education USA, our network. So you can go there and explore the 5 steps to study in the US. You can even find your advising center if you are following us from a different country today. And you can explore the financial aid opportunities that we have. Now it's time to turn over to our guest speakers. They are going to start their presentation, and once they're done, we'll move to the questions and answers part. So feel free to type your questions and enjoy the session.
Okay, thank you, Amira. Thanks everyone for joining us this morning here and the evening or afternoon in Libya. My name is Wissam Abid. I am the Assistant Director of the Center for Global Engagement at Snow College here in Utah, and I'm presenting today with Dr. Aouni Al-Karsan, the Manager of International Student Services at Northern Illinois University. We are a partner, so we will show you the 2+2 system, community college plus university, and then how it works and what are the benefits of this model, and how you start with the community college and then transfer to Northern Illinois University. So community college is, for many of you, I'm guessing, do not know a lot about community college, or they're not familiar with the system because it's a unique American system. It's a very important system here in the higher education in America. So it's a higher education system, so postgraduate institution. There are 1,200 community colleges in the US. In every state, they have community colleges, and they're all public institutions. By the end of the first 2 years, you end up with an associate degree, and then you transfer to finish your bachelor degree, because all bachelor's degrees in the US are 4-year programs. So when you do like the 2 years at a community college and then you transfer, you still do the 4-year program and then you get your bachelor degree. The only difference is you're doing your bachelor degree in 2 different places, in 2 different institutions. There are so many reasons why they do them that way, and so many benefits, and we will talk about that in this presentation. So the first one is the open admission. So if you miss the deadline to apply to a university in the US, usually community colleges, they have like flexible deadlines and open admission. So it's easy to get admission because no SAT required, no ACT. Sometimes even the language requirements are waived, and you can get like conditional admission, and then you can take your placement test here of English, and then start studying your academic program. So it's very flexible. Another benefit is a small class size, a small class size between 15 to 20 students in one classroom, and that helps you a lot to adjust when you come from Libya to the US. So you feel more comfortable being in a small classroom, small environment, and interact more with your professor, and then also with your classmates. After 2 years, you get like good grades because you are in a small system and small class size, and you get to know your professors. So that helps you like a lot academically. So it prepares you to go to the next university, whether it's a medium-sized university or a big university, whether it's in a small town or a big city. So it's a good preparation to the next level. Plus, it is also very affordable. So you save a lot of money, and this is very important for international students who have a limited budget, or those who have the idea that education in America is super expensive and nobody or only rich people can study in America. That's not true. You have this system that helps you to access American education with low budget, and then from there you can transfer to any university. Another advantage of attending community college is the OPT program, which is the optional practical training. This is like a work permit or a work opportunity the US government gives to international students to work in the US for 12 months after graduation or after getting a degree. Remember, I said after the 2 years, you get a degree called associate degree. So you're allowed to do the OPT once, and then after doing the OPT, you transfer, and then once you get your bachelor from Northern Illinois University, you can do the second OPT. So instead of doing the OPT once when you go to university and you do the 4 years at one university, you can do it twice when you choose this route of 2+2, and then you can have 2 OPTs. That will give you like more experience working in the field of your study, and also you can make some money to continue your education when you transfer. This is an idea about to compare between the cost of university versus cost of community college. This is the average. Usually tuition is $8,000. It can be less, it can be more, and then versus $25,000 can be less or more in a university. Total cost, we're talking about $20,000 versus $35,000 at a university. So instead of doing $35,000 for 4 years, you can start with $20,000. You save money, you get good grades, you improve your academic grades or skills, and then move to the university after saving some money, and then maybe you get a scholarship at the next university, and then you save more money. So this is another way also to save money when you go to community college. And then after finishing, or even before you finish the community college, for example, here at Snow College, we will help you to transfer to any university of your choice. We have articulation agreements or transfer agreements with universities such as Northern Illinois University, and we have other universities. So we will help you with the transfer process. You're not on your own after you finish with us. Before you finish with us, we will work with you, and then based on your budget, based on your major of study or field of study, then we can contact those universities. You can have a session with them, even if they are not in the state of Utah. Then, for example, Illinois, so we can talk to Dr. Aouni, and then he can talk to you on a Zoom meeting. And these universities also, we invite them in a transfer fair. They come here and they talk to you in person. So what I'm trying to say is, like, by the time you finish the second year, you will have admission letters from the other university, and then you will be transferring. And it's easy to transfer because your application will be considered a transfer application. So it's not a freshman applying from scratch from Libya. So you have been in the US for 2 years. You have an American GPA. You are in the system already. So it will be easier to move to any university of your choice. And this is another way of another benefit of attending a community college. This is an infographics to show you, like, exactly what it means to do like the 2+2 system. So let's say you choose to study engineering, business administration, psychology, biology, any major of your choice. We have all of them. So you start here for the first 2 years, and you take the general education courses, which are courses required by any major and by any university. Because remember, whether you go to a community college or a university, we are in the same country. We belong to the same system. So we have the same system of general education. These courses are required whether you you study business or you study biology. So you have to take these courses. Some general education courses are English Composition 1 or English Composition 2, college algebra, biology, public speaking. So from each department, you have to choose some courses to take. So it's better to take them at a community college, plus you take some foundation courses of your major, and then you transfer. When you go to Northern Illinois University, you just focus on your major. Whether you study marketing or engineering, you just focus on that. So the first 2 years, the classes will transfer with you. And then when you transfer, you're doing the third year, fourth year, and then you get your bachelor from that university. So you're not wasting your time. If your friend chose to go directly to university, and then you chose to go to a community college or to Snow College, at the end of the day, you can transfer to his university and then graduate at the same time with the same degree from that university. It won't even say like you attended a community college or you graduated from a community college. It will say like a bachelor degree from Northern Illinois University if you choose to transfer there. So this is pretty much like how the system works. So, and you can transfer anywhere. So you're not wasting your time or your money by doing this. And then I forgot to mention that about 50% of American high school graduates choose to start with a community college. So it's a very common system, and this system has been around for many years. So with that, I'll move to talk about Snow College as an example of community college. And it has been around since 1888. So we have been around for many years. And that tells you like how old is this system in the US. Some of the quick facts about Snow College: we are located in the state of Utah. For those who don't know the state of Utah, we are between Colorado and Nevada, right above Arizona. So we are in the southwest of the US. Top 10 community college. We're very affordable. We have small class size. The average class is 16 students. And then we are in a safe location. It was last year, Snow College was the safest campus in the state of Utah, and we are still the safest campus. We have university transferred, and it's guaranteed to many universities in the state of Utah, as well as out of state if you choose to go to another state. We also offer scholarship, which is not very common for community colleges to offer scholarship. We offer really good scholarship, and we also have on-campus housing. The other thing is the academic programs. So if you can choose from 80 different programs. If you need English, we also have an English as a second language program, ESL program. You can start with that one, or if you want to study business, engineering, software, computer science, communication, you can choose from 80 different. I just mentioned the most popular one for international students, but if you didn't see your field of interest, let me know, and then I will tell you if we have it or not. This is how much it costs to go to Snow College, 19,000 total. That's before scholarship. So that includes tuition, housing, food, health insurance. So the total comes to 19,000. It's still below 20,000, below the average of community college cost. But the good news for Snow College, we have scholarship. of $5,000. So if you get this scholarship, you end up paying $14,000 for everything. That's for tuition, housing, food, health insurance, for 1 year, 1 academic year, which is 2 semesters. You start in January, you end in December. If you start in August, then your academic year will end in May. So for 14,000, pretty much 7,000 per semester. And we also have a payment plan. If you choose to pay monthly, that's another option for your parents to consider. So it's really flexible in terms of cost and also in terms of payment. This scholarship criteria is the academic excellence. So we look at it's merit-based. So we look at your grades in high school, also the extracurricular activities. If you have been doing volunteering or internships or anything in Libya or elsewhere, you can mention that in your scholarship essay, and then we will give you the scholarship, the $5,000 scholarship. Another thing, diversity is very important for us. We try to diversify our student population. We don't have any Libyan students. We have 2 applications so far. Hopefully we'll have some of them next year or next semester, but still we don't have anyone on our campus. We have other North African students such as Moroccan and Tunisians, but we would love to have more Libyan students on our campus. So diversity is a plus. So those who would apply from Libya to Snow College will definitely have the scholarship to encourage diversity and underrepresented countries on our campus. So just something to keep in your mind. Some pictures of our housing, and this is how much it costs. It's included in the 14,000, but just to give you like an idea how much per semester. If you go to a big city in California, you pay $1,500 for 1 month just for housing, or if you go to New York or Boston. So it's super expensive. So this is another way to save your money. It's really high quality housing, and it's walking distance. You don't need to bus pass, or you don't need to buy a car or to catch public transportation. You just walk to your classroom. So it's really convenient and affordable at the same time. Some pictures of our campus, very beautiful campus, very safe. You can go at any time of the day to your class or to the library or to a restaurant, and there's nothing to worry about. It's very safe, and students enjoy this our campus. We have 210 international students, and they come from 40 different countries. So, and they all have a great experience here. We are here in the office helping them. We have open door policy, so any student with any concern or need help, they can come to our office anytime. No need for appointment, and we'll be more than happy to help them, to guide them, whether with housing issues, academic issues, or to find a job on campus. All these things we do in our office. So you get the same services as you get at any university in America. Some pictures of the state of Utah, so you know where you're going. It's really beautiful state in terms of outdoor activities. If you like hiking, skiing, camping, if you love nature, national parks, this is the place to go. We have the 4 seasons, so it's not snowing every day for 12 months. So it's winter, it gets like cold and gets snow. And the name Snow is the last name of the founding person of the college. It's not the weather. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here for 12 months because I came from Tunisia as well. So I like the 4 seasons. So we have the 4 seasons here. Salt Lake City, that's the capital. You can see it's a typical American city. We do take students to all these places, and we pay for transportation and for the trips to give them a taste of our state. So it's really a nice and beautiful state to be in, not just for education, but also for exploration. These are my contact information. So if you need more help, feel free to email me at international@snow.edu, or you can WhatsApp. That's my WhatsApp number, or you can follow us on Facebook. You can also talk to our North African students like Tunisians or Moroccan if you want to ask them specific questions about engineering or business or class or certain professors. So that's we have that option. Also, we have a chat platform on our website, so you can contact them directly. Or if you want to have like a one-on-one session with me, a Zoom session, we can schedule that later on. These are my information. And once you finish with Snow College and you do the 2 years, then you transfer to Northern Illinois University, and then Dr. Aouni will help you, and then we'll tell you more about Northern Illinois University and what to expect when you go there. So Dr. Auni, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you so much, Wissam. Thank you so much. Thanks, Amira, for introducing me. I'm Auni from Northern Illinois University. I just want to talk a little bit about Education USA and community colleges. Education USA is helping everyone, helping universities, American universities, and helping international students to achieve their dreams. I worked with them for the last maybe 7 years, and they are really great. Regarding community colleges, you know, I have 2 daughters, 1 son. I was able to let them be admitted to my university. You know, my advice for them was that go to a community college and then transfer to this university, to Northern Illinois. 2 daughters and 1 son. One is studying marketing, one finished her master's degree in nutrition, and the other is finishing his engineering. And the 3 went to a community college, did their associate degree, and then they moved to Northern Illinois University. I was able to let them get in Northern, but I said no. Why? Because I want them to have an easy transition. A transition, as Wissam said, that like the transition, easy transition, you know, instead of going to a huge campus, first go to a smaller campus. And what I like about it also is the cost. It's cheaper, it's safe also, and the best friendly atmosphere you will find in a community college. I love dealing with them. So my advice is that if you can go to a community college and then transfer to a huge university like our university, which is considered, you know, as a comprehensive university. So I have like these 3 examples, like my 2 daughters, my son, and they are doing wonderful at Northern. Why? Because they have this kind of easy transition from a small college to a bigger university or campus. Regarding NIU, it was founded in 1899, became Northern Illinois University in 1957, and it grew, like, you know, now it has become like a comprehensive one. It's a public university, by the way. In Arab countries or in, you know, in Africa and the Middle East and Asia, they say like it's like semi-government, you know, university. That's why you will never be worried about accreditation or getting a job outside. So most people, or I can say all graduates who finish from our school, they get really nice positions, nice jobs outside. And even here, if they want to continue, fulfill their dream, they fulfill their American dream, they can continue working here, but you need to choose the, you know, the major that allows you to stay in the US. Now, don't say that I want to study a political science, I want to stay in the US. No, you need to choose like for example, engineering, computer science. I always advise my students, hey, if you wanna stay here, go for computer science. It's really good and required in the market. I mean, in the American market. Northern Illinois is in DeKalb. It's a very peaceful town. It's a university town. We are very close to Chicago, 1 hour from Chicago, the downtown Chicago. Most of my time I spend with my family. I go to Chicago, downtown. It's very peaceful, very nice. I just spend the week in there and come back to DeKalb. I don't like living in huge cities. I like, you know, living in a university town or a small town and just go to large cities to just have fun and come back. We have, you can say, like 39 departments, 66 undergraduate majors, whatever you want. We have bachelor degrees, master's degree, and PhD programs also, and more than 1,200 faculty members. The top programs of study is, here we have like 2 colleges, the College of Business and the College of Engineering. Like once you finish accounting in my university, it means that it's like a Harvard-like. My daughter finished her accounting, master's degree in accounting, and she was able to finish her CPA immediately. It took only 1 year for her to finish the CPA, and now she is working in the fourth largest company in the USA, which is called KPMG. This is like she is taking more than me now. Her salary is higher than me because she finished accounting from NIU. And we have the engineering and engineering technology. We have all majors in engineering. Computer science, for me, like computer science is the best. Computer science, if you want to stay in the USA, I mean, if you want to work, get a green card, get a citizenship, the computer science will be the best choice. Comes after that is the engineering. Like if you study like mechanical engineering, if you study biomedical engineering, industrial engineering, engineering technology also, these are really good majors if you dream to find a job here in the USA. Also, if you want to go back to your country also, it will be good for you. We have almost right now, like almost like 17,000 students. We have more than 1,500 international students from all over the world. So when you are here, you will feel like we have the sense of community also. Like international students are very welcome over here. I mean that the people over here in DeKalb are very open-minded. They love to see international students. They love to help international students. And you will, maybe in the first 2 or 3 months, you will feel like yourself that the homesickness, but after that, you will never feel the homesickness because you'll find everyone is around you on campus and off campus. The transfer requirement is easy. Just go to Snow College and then come to NIU. It will be easy for you. This is very easy. I mean, Wissam like will help you on this. Go to Snow College and then come to NIU and you will be accepted immediately. And as Wissam said, it is not a waste of time. Whatever you study in the community college will be considered immediately at Northern Illinois University. So it is not a waste of time. It's an easy transition for you. And I love this idea. I'm always in love with the community colleges. So go there and come over. If you studied like 2 years also in your country and you don't want to go to a community college, you can come over to NIU and we will consider as much as we can from what you have studied in your country. There is no problem. So the GPA will be a minimum as calculation from like NIU 2.0, which is, it will not be hard for you. The estimate, of course, community college is much cheaper than a university. Will be around, it is not 34, we can say like 30,000, but we give like kind of like scholarships also, and I'll talk about them later. It means that it will go down. Everything will be going down to 18 or 20,000. And we have like now also we'll talk about like scholarships. We have the merit-based scholarship. Once you apply, do your application, you don't need to apply for the merit-based scholarship. We'll give it to you immediately. You don't need to apply for this. And we have also the housing scholarship. We will give it to you. You don't need to apply. But we have also more than 400 scholarships. These depends on you and how active you are. We have the office for scholarships. You can contact them and they will help you how to get scholarships. Some students end to have, you know, full ride scholarship in the second year, full ride scholarship. Why we are doing that? As you know, that it's a public university, it's non-profit university. We work for the public. And now there is a new policy in our university also, is that we want to make like a comprehensive campus internationalization. I mean that we need more international students to make the American students mingle with them, understand them, understand the globe. So it is, we want it to be a global university, to be open more to the world, not to be closed, you know, more open to the world. That's why we are seeking comprehensive campus internationalization in our campus. That's why we offer, you know, international students more scholarships. If the housing scholarship, we don't give it to American students, we give it only to international students. That's why we need you. So why choose NIU? As I said, like, it's a comprehensive one, and it will open the way for you to work and live here in the USA, because we have good connections, especially the College of Business and the College of Engineering and the School of Nursing also, the same thing is doing that. So you will be able to go to have internships, to make connections with companies, with organizations, with institutions. So as soon as you finish your degree, you will be able to find a job easily. And you will find in the office also many people to help you find the job after you finish your school. If you just type NIU on YouTube, Northern Illinois University, you will find many videos which show you Northern Illinois University. Just type NIU on YouTube and you'll find many videos that speak about NIU. So this is just a small introduction about, brief introduction about NIU. And we can receive any question if you want. If you can email us, we can provide you also with my WhatsApp number. Contact me anytime with any question. I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you so much.
All right. So thank you, Mr. Wissam and Aouni, for the valuable information that you shared with our audience, whether they are from Libya or from any other countries. The presentation was really helpful. So yeah, now we're going to move to the questions, and we received a lot of good questions on our Facebook page, and we also received some questions here in the Zoom. And I'm going to start with the ones that we have here. So Yusuf and just let me go back. Yeah, and Siraj, they ask almost the same question, and they want to get more information about the application process to apply for SNOW. So Mr. Wissam, could you please share with them more details, maybe the deadlines, maybe the required documents and all of that?
Sure. So the application, the deadline for spring is over already. It's passed because we start spring in after a month from now. But we are now accepting applications for fall 2022, which starts in August 2022 until June 15th. So they can submit their application. But if they're interested in scholarship, they have to submit the application no later than March 1st. As far as the requirements are concerned, so we require the application online for both for admission and another application for scholarship. You also have to submit a copy of your passport, English scores. If you have taken the TOEFL, we accept TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo 90, TOEFL 63. And the IELTS 6.0, you can choose any test. If you don't have the test, we will give you a conditional admission so you can apply, and then you can take our placement test when you arrive here. So passport, English language requirement, bank statement showing either the 19,000 before scholarship, but if you get the scholarship, you can show 14,000 in your bank statement, and transcripts from your high school. So if you are finishing high school, you can send us like the last 2 years of high school to have an idea about your grades, so we can give you the scholarship. That's it. It's very simple. So once we get all the documents, it takes like a week to process everything and then send you the package. Nowadays, because of COVID, so we send them online. So you get like digital copies of I-20 and then everything. And then once you get that, you can start and applying for the visa.
Wonderful. It's clear enough. Thank you so much. And you mentioned a little bit the conditional admission, and we have a question from Ismail, and he's asking if there are any language courses available at SNOW College for people who want to improve their English language skills before starting a degree.
Okay, yeah, Ismail, we have ESL program, English as a second language. So if you don't have the minimum requirement for English, you can apply. You get what we call conditional admission. So you get here when you arrive, then you take a placement test. with our English teachers, and then based on the result of the test, you will be placed in one of our levels. It's a very intensive English program, so it's very accelerated courses. We have 4 levels. Each level is only 8 weeks, 2 months. So based on the result of your test, you will be placed in level 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And then once you finish English, you don't have to reapply to start academic courses. You just start taking academic courses. So the short answer to your question is yes, we have ESL program, so you don't need English to apply.
Okay, wonderful. Now let's move to the questions that we received on our Facebook page. And the first question, or let me say questions, are coming from a student called Hannah. So question number 1, she said, how can we get an internship at community college?
For the internship, so first thing, you have to do 1 year of education here at a community college or university. That's the internship. It's done through the CPT, curriculum practical training, and we do that in-house. We do it in the office here, so it's not like the OPT you have to apply to the government, and it has to be related to your field of study. So once you finish the first year, let's say, of engineering or business administration, then you find like an internship here in town or somewhere else. You can do that during the school year, or summertime. You can take the summer off to do an internship, and our office will help with the process of this CPT. And then also we have a career center on campus that helps with finding an internship and finding a job, and then connect you with those companies who are interested in hiring international students. And I think it's the same way in university as well.
Thank you. And you answered one of her questions too, because she had a question about the CPT opportunities. Okay, so let me move on to her third question. So this is a really good one. She said, if I have a low SAT or GPA, can my extracurriculars help?
Yes, absolutely. So we look at different factors. So even like if the student doesn't have like a high GPA in high school, but they are very involved in their community and then doing a lot of extracurricular, then we will take that into consideration and then give them the scholarship.
Okay. Now I have more questions from Asma, and one of them is going to be for you, Mr. Aouni. So she said, what are the requirements to get Fullride scholarships as an international student?
Undergraduate?
She didn't mention that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I can talk about both undergraduate and graduate students. So about undergraduate, we can give like partial in the beginning. We give partial scholarship. Just once she applies, immediately she will get the merit scholarship up to 9,000 and the housing scholarship up to 4,000. It means that she will live freely on campus. And after that, in the second year, maybe in the second semester, she will apply to 400 scholarships. And as I said, many students end up with full ride scholarship in the second year. And we have many examples for this. Just you step in, and you will find many people over there to help you. So the cost of attendance and cost of living will go down in the first year from 30,000 to maybe 16 or 17,000 in the first year. In the second year, it depends on how active the student is in applying for scholarships. And there is a huge office for scholarships. They will help them in applying and getting the scholarships. So this is for undergraduate. And also they can apply for jobs on campus. They can be a student worker, so they can get a salary every month. So there are many ways of getting these scholarships over there. So as Wissam said, that it's not to be rich to get admitted to USA. No, it is not like that. Community college and a public university. Snow College is a community college which helps people. Northern Illinois University is a public university. It's public for the public. You know why it's public? It's public for the public. So we help. For graduate students, they will just apply, and then they will contact the department. The department will offer them either 10 hours of work or 20 hours of work, either as a graduate assistant or as teaching assistant. If they give them 10 hours of work, it means that they will waiver the tuition for them. If they give them 20 hours of work a week, they will give them tuition waiver and stipend every month. So it's a full ride scholarship. It means that they will not need their family to support them. Some students even start sending money to their families. And we have also many examples.
That's great. Yeah, that's a great example. And it's motivational. That's motivational. Thank you. I have another question for you, Mr. Aouni, and it's about scholarships. So the same student asked if it's possible to apply for more than one scholarship from the same university.
400 scholarships we have, and they can apply as many as they can.
Thank you.
Yeah, more than
Thank
400
you.
scholarships. Yeah,
okay, sure. Okay, that's a great opportunity. All right, so I'm back to you, Mr. Wissam. So the student asked if the college is test optional, will students have to take placement tests at their community colleges?
You mean the English test?
Yeah, she just said like placement test. So that's a test that will assess her English proficiency.
Yeah, they can take them here. So they can apply and then get a conditional admission if they don't have the English test. However, if they have the English test, if they have 63 in TOEFL or 19 Duolingo, which is not really high, then they can submit those and then get full admission. But if they don't have any test, they didn't take the test, they don't want to take it, or it's expensive to take it, then they can apply, they get admission, and then when they get here, they will take the placement test. We used to do them online during the last 2 years of COVID. Now we changed, we are back face-to-face, so they have to apply, and then once they arrive and they get their visa, they arrive to Snow College, then they get their placement test, and based on the result, they will be placed in one of the English language level. The placement test is done here, and it's not the TOEFL, so it's our test by the ESL program. If she meant like other placement tests, yes, if she's studying engineering or he is studying engineering, then they can do a math placement test also, and I think this is true also for other schools to know like which level they have to take of math, whether it's algebra or calculus 2, it all depends on the level of math. So yeah, we do all kind of placement tests here on campus, so no need to take the ESL. But my advice, usually it's better to have like the ESL or done there, especially in some countries when you apply with to come here to study ESL or study English language, English as a second language or as a foreign language, it might be like a problem to get the visa. So if you, plus it's cheaper, you save a lot of money if you do the English test, or if you study English there, because let's say you will do only 2 levels here at Snow College for 1 semester. That would cost you like $7,000 with food, with housing, with health insurance. So why would you pay like $7,000? That's a lot of money. Unless you want to do that, you want to practice English here, that's an option. But I'm saying like for those who have a limited budget and they want to save money, study English in your country, take the Duolingo, which is accepted by most universities now. And it's not expensive, it's only $50 to do it. And you can do it online from the comfort of your house, and then submit the score, and then you get full admission. That will help you to save time, because you'll not be studying like a semester or 2 of English, save money, and also have higher chance to get the F1 visa to study in the US.
Excellent. Yes, thank you so much for mentioning that, because we always have questions about, doing English training in the US only, okay? But yeah, it should be linked to the degree, so why don't you do it in your country and then start the degree in the US? Thank you so much. Last question from that student, last question from the Facebook page, and I'm gonna go back here. Asma is asking if there are any undergraduate research opportunities at your campus.
Yeah, you can do that with your professor. It depends on the professor, it depends on the department. So I've seen some students doing that, and they can get paid for that, and that's part of the work opportunity. So you can work in the department doing research or teaching for the first 2 years here. But I think you will have like more opportunities of that when you transfer to university, and I think Aouni can talk about those undergraduate research opportunity or teaching opportunity with professors if they have them.
Yeah, in fact, it depends. As you said, it depends on the professor, and it depends on what kind of topic you choose. Like sometimes, like it's more with the graduate students, but still, for the undergraduate students, we prepare them to be a good researchers in the future. That's why, like, any idea of research, you'll find many professors to help you in, in doing research. And as you said, like, also we have a graduate assistant, teaching assistant, and research assistant also. So when when they see you are good at research, they will give you research assistant, and then they will pay you money for that. Like USA is, taking care of research a lot. Everything is based on research. That's why you will find just you have what I advise also all the time. Try to find good research ideas. How to find, like, first of all, find a good research idea, and then find out the professor who is specialized in this idea. Like, he is working this research. For example, like, there is like in computer, there is like any field in computer science. Trying to find one field and link into a professor who is interested in this field, who has done many research in this field, and show him or her your idea, your research idea, and you will find lots of support. Anyhow, I lived in third world countries. I was in Palestine. Frankly speaking, we don't take care of research. Like, okay, so what? No, here they care a lot about it. They care, it just, like, research starts with an idea. It's a dream. It's just imagine and make it reality. It's an idea. You just tell your idea to them, and then you will find many people to take care of you, and they, at the end, they will also pay you and achieve your dream.
Achieve your dreams, yeah, and that's why we are here today, to help you achieve your dreams. Yeah. So the last question that we have from the Zoom, and thank you so much, guys, for being patient and providing all of this great information. So Ismail is asking, is there like a certain age for admission?
For us, there's no minimum age. There's no, age requirement. I don't know about Northern Illinois.
Yeah. That's what I love about community colleges. They're more friendly in everything. Yeah, like, let's say, like, a person, an international student whose age is 45 or 50 and wants to come and study undergraduate, maybe it will be difficult to get the visa. Even if we admit him or her, it will be difficult for them to get the visa. From the embassy, they will question him. Why you are thinking right now to go, to the USA to study right now? Just like, they will not accept that, I think, even if we admit them. But the community college, I think that's why they are more open regarding age limit. So they don't have these restrictions we have. Like, it should not be more than 40, I think, or 45. Even if we admit you, the embassy will not grant you a visa if you are like 45 or 50. Because
what about minimum, Dr. Aouni? Like 16 or like 15? Do you have like a requirement?
Yeah, I think it should be not less than 17. I think 16 or 17. I think so. Yeah. But once you have your what you call it, the high secondary school certificate, then there is no problem. I don't think that anyone will finish his or her, high secondary school certificate who is like less than 16 or 17. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it will be a child,
Correct, yeah. All right,
Yeah.
This is great. So thank you so much again, Mr. Wissam and Aouni, for joining today's session and for sharing a lot of precious details about community colleges. For anyone who enjoyed that lately, you can rewatch our session on Facebook, and we'll upload it on our YouTube channel as well. If you still have any specific questions about community colleges or about the University of Mr. Aouni or the College of Mr. Wissam, you can send them emails. And you can, set up some Zoom calls with them to get more information. And if you want to start your application process, feel free to reach out to me. Keep an eye on our Facebook and Instagram pages, and we will share our December events this week. So stay tuned and have a good day.
Thank you so much, Amira. Thanks, Education USA. Thank you, everyone, for attending, and have a good evening. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.